What's up, Raiders? Bionic here. Welcome to today's Raid Shadow Legends video. What are we going to talk about? It is going to be a build video. Which champion, you might ask? We're going to do the King of the Mountain, the Mountain King, right? So I recently pulled him, and of course, being a very good champion, especially for Arena, although he does have other somewhat applications, right? I decided to max him out. Even as free to play, I think he is worth it. You do not need to max out his skills, but you know, I got to spend those legendary tomes at some point, right? So we're going to go over his kit real quick. We're going to go over his gear, the Great Hall. Then I'm going to put him to the test in one dungeon for you guys, just for the heck of it. Then we're going to do an arena run so that you guys can see how he works for me, built the way he is built, okay? But again, it's always about balancing the gear on your account, and so my perspective is somewhat free to play, right? And so you'll understand what I mean, but it's not easy to get like the best out of a champion like this, okay? So let's get going. We have this skill right here, ignore shield and block damage, single target. We have this one here as well, single target ignores 50% of the target's defense, this is the skill that hits the hardest. On the A1, we have a regular attack, which scales off of HP and attack, and the passive, of course, that every time he kills an enemy, then his attack will increase by 50%. That is nuts, okay? Really, really nice. Very hard to use if you are using AoE nukes in dungeons, therefore it doesn't exactly shine in there, but still, like I said, we're gonna put him to the test. So let's go over his gear. How did I build this guy on my account? Okay, first off though, I want to quickly cover Skull Lord. Why? Because Skull Lord is almost built exactly the same, but with one major difference: a shield set stacking a ton of resistance. On the Mountain King, it's a shield set stacking offensive stats, which means the resistance will suffer. In fact, if we go over piece by piece, you'll see that it's all about crit rate, some speed, HP, and attack percent. Obviously, right, crit damage as well. Accuracy, really not that important. The shield, same thing here. The gloves, 6-star crit damage. These gloves were actually on another champion before, okay? So you can kind of see I'm recycling gear here. I don't have enough to keep everybody geared, but this guy being a slightly better option for my tag arena, I decided to take apart some of the other champions to build this guy properly. And we also have a 6-star HP percent chest, again with some crit rate, attack, crit damage. Some very beautiful boots, okay? These used to be yet again on another champion. 6-star speed, we have crit rate, attack, HP, crit damage. Then we have an HP ring with some attack percent, HP percent. 6-star crit damage amulet. Okay, so you can kind of see the quality of gear here. I went with some of my best pieces on my account, but what you will notice, like I said, is that there's literally no resistance on all his gear pieces. All right, unfortunately, I just don't have good offensive gear plus the resistance on it. That does not exist on my account, at least not for now. The amulet does have a little bit of resistance, and we did go with a resistance banner, which has HP percent and attack percent yet again. Okay, so overall, I'm going to say that he has some pretty interesting offensive stats, but the resistance is not where I would like it to be. I would like this guy to have over 400, if possible, for the team that I am using him in. Okay, relatively slow as well. We do have a 100% crit rate and 244% crit damage, 100k life. I've seen better, okay? I've seen a lot better, but hey, this is what my account can afford for the time being. As for the skills, completely maxed out, okay? I said it. I mean, at some point, I got to use my legendary tomes on some champions. And as for the Masteries, here is what I am using for now. It's kind of like a typical build that I've been using for a while now. I really like this opportunist right here, Helm Smasher, also for dealing a little bit more damage. So reaching almost 250% crit damage with Helm Smasher is actually pretty solid, at least for me. That's how I look at it. But of course, you have to factor in the Great Hall, right? Almost done with the crit damage here. The resistance is maxed out. We do have attack and HP at 7. Accuracy is at 10, although it doesn't matter on him. So yeah, you can kind of see that obviously the Great Hall is affecting the stats quite a bit, right? It's a big portion of it, but that's normal. I'm a little bit more end game than the average player. Okay, so that is how I built him, full on shield set. So let's do a dungeon run first. I think it's relatively fast. All I did is I'm using my typical team, but like I removed the Royal Guard. I typically have Royal Guard in the lead, Seer over here, whatever, but for the time being, we're just gonna run this right here. Pretty massive team power. That's all because of this guy. He is in the shield set. Mausoleum Mage also in a shield set. These two guys are in my Tag Arena team. But this is not where he shines. Still, I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like when this guy hits the boss, right? Because he's pretty useless, sorry, for the waves, right? We're not expecting him to kill any champions here whatsoever. It's all about Seer. The way my team is built, it's literally... only 3 champions are needed for the waves. I have my Mausoleum Mage, my Seer, and my War Maiden for the decreased defense. But when we get to the boss, we can see there he does a little bit of damage. That was without decreased defense, only weaken. It's alright, but like, you don't use him there, right? But still, you guys can kind of see what kind of damage this guy can deal against the boss, which is alright-ish. But we're going to see his true potential once we hit the Tag Arena. Obviously, he's also in my Faction Wars team. Currently at stage 20 on dwarves, completed 3 stars. Well, like this guy on the final stage, or rather the team for my final stage Faction Wars dwarves is just, it doesn't work, right? I would need to put all those guys in lifesteal or something, either use a second rearguard sergeant, maybe wait until I pull a Molly. But yeah, obviously like it needs a little bit of work, but still he is in that team now because he's one of my better dwarfs. So I've got this guy in there, I've got Tormund, I've got a rearguard sergeant, I've got a runic warder, which could obviously be replaced with another champion. And then I've got the Bulwark, because the Bulwark is built for my clan boss, right? So as you can see, we're nearing pretty much the end with a reasonable time, although I'm typically around a minute with the Royal Guard for obvious reasons, because that guy will have the enemy max HP skill. Anyway, so that's pretty much done. Then we're going to go into Tag Arena. We're going to do one quick battle for you guys. Speed. Let's just keep it. Just in case. Just in case. All right. Let's go. Tag Arena, and then I'll let you guys go. Okay, we're gonna have to... You guys are gonna have to sit through this, so... Sorry, it's gonna take a little bit of time, but let's do it. How are we gonna match this up? I'm gonna play this game against that team, then we're going to play this game against that team, and this one right here against that one. Let's try this. Okay. Okay, hopefully I don't lose them all. Still, hopefully we get at least, you know, we get the guy to hit at least once, so that you guys will see what kind of damage he can deal. All right, this is a problem. They have immunity, and they're going first, obviously. So, like, they didn't trigger the, the freeze from my Torment. So, well played by this team for running immunity across the board. So now I guess we would want to hopefully... Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Let's go and try and remove that shield from the Cerise. That worked. Okay, they're going to kill my wolf. That's all right, or maybe not. So let's get rid of this Arbiter so that she does not res anybody. Now it's our turn. Let's go into some crowd control. We got it a little bit. That Trunda's down. It's all right. It's all right. We're looking fine. Who needs a Rotos anyway, right? Sit down, Rotos. All right. All right, one down. Next one. All right, here we should be faster. We got triggered right here, so let's try. Can we? No, let's just try to kill this Trunda. That's right, she's down. Block those skills. Okay, we took a hit. 2 hits. It's all right. I can deal with this. Okay, okay, okay. All right, good enough. Let's put this on auto. It'll be a little bit faster. And we're getting there. We're going to get to the Mountain King. Sorry, guys. I don't typically use him in Classic Arena, although I could with that team. I think like it has good potential, but like I wanted to show him in sort of like where I typically use him the most. It is really just Tag Arena and Faction Wars right now. Okay, so they went unkillable, so that's gonna take a lot of time, right? And plus they have block debuff. So right now let's just go to work on that guy first. Do we want to increase defense first, or do we want to clear this? You know what? I'm gonna clear this so we don't take too much damage. Okay, Rosin, what do you got? Okay, not bad. And then this is shield and block damage. So it's unkillable though, right? Not gonna do much. Still, let's just try it. Let's see what kind of damage we can do on this guy. Right, well, he'd be dead, right? We got a pretty good hit, but we can't kill them for now, so let's just keep controlling this guy, as I assume he's going to be a little bit more annoying. Increase defense and block debuffs of our own. We're still on our shield, right? We're still doing pretty solid. So let's try to remove his buffs and kill him. Yep, that worked. Perfect. Okay, coming back around to this Mountain King here. We want to see another hit. right? We want to see the king hit. All right, king, what do you got? What do you got, right? We're resisting quite a bit there too. So again, this is a very, very high resistance team. With the aura from Rosin, this guy is still sitting at about 370 resistance, which is all right. This guy is close to like 550, almost 600 resistance. So obviously, like, we're expecting not to be crowd controlled too much. But even if it does happen, then we have this guy, the Mausoleum Mage, which can clear it. Anyway, all that being said, I can't kill this guy right now. Can't kill that one. So let's just, you know what? Let's just go for the Stag Knight. Can we kill him? 120k. Boom. Now that's a hit, right? I mean, that's pretty solid. It'll take down pretty much any champion at this point. We had the weak affinity as well, but we got lucky. Okay. That's not going to do much. I don't know why I did that, but that's all right. That's fine. That's fine. We're going to come back around to the king here. Okay, come on, king. What do you got with your A1? 53k with the A1, not too bad, right? So, guys, I think that's going to be pretty much it, right? You know what to expect from a Mountain King. I get it. You've seen plenty of builds before, but this being one of my now better champions, I'm going to say S tier for my account. I wanted to show you guys what it looks like when you're actually putting some of your best gear on a champion like this, because again, you know, like, for me to have this kind of gear on this guy means I had to take apart some of my other shield champions. For instance, I had the Stag Knight. So Stag Knight got a slightly less effective set, but although I built this guy as a debuffer only, not really looking for damage, any kind of pieces that had offensive stats on it went on this guy instead. And like I said, even though it doesn't have a ton of resistance like I would like this guy to have, I think him in a shield set is actually very, very solid. You saw those massive shields that I have on my defensive wall team, is what I called it. That's because this guy has a shield, this guy has a shield, and then the Mausoleum Mage has a shield as well. I actually dropped Sile of the Drakes from that team to put in the Mountain King. I am losing my revive, but I'm effectively gaining a lot more survivability and more damage output, which means that if this guy takes a turn, he's usually good enough to start killing the enemy team, right? Anyway, all that being said, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below about my Mountain King, and thank you so much for watching. I will catch you later.